believe me, I'm here to blow minds. That's kind of what I do. So my name's Joey. I've been here for months now, which seems like an eternity in my Bible time. I've actually been here longer than anyone else that's spoken so far, believe it or not. A bit crazy. But yeah, I'm here to do a quick dive into one of the additional stages of our CircleCI workflow that I ended up writing. It's to do with our front-end testing, specifically our cross-browser testing. Just by show of hands, does anyone here actually enjoy cross-browser testing?
Yes, absolutely.
Liars! Touche, touche. So yeah, I'm going to show you something that I've written. For those of you that have never used BrowserStack before, it's an incredibly powerful tool for testing across many different device/browser combinations. Instead of having to resource physical devices yourself and plug them in and get them charged and plug your site into them, BrowserStack will virtualize all of that for you. You can just go to the website, tap in your website address, tell it what device you want to see it on, it will do it for you. It's very handy indeed. It also has a very handy screenshots API where you can send it a list of devices that you want to see screenshots for through an HTTP request, and it will send you back another HTTP request with the images that it's generated for you, which is extremely handy, and we decided that we wanted to use that as part of our CircleCI workflow. So our process kind of looks like this. As the guys have already explained, when we push commits to a branch on GitHub with an open pull request, that triggers our CircleCI build workflow. Within the workflow, we have our BrowserStack screenshot generator job, and what that will eventually do, all being well, is that the screenshots will be added to the CircleCI artifacts tab at the end of the build job. It's very useful. So, this is where I show you some code. If I can pull it up. Oh my goodness. Huzzah, we can see code. So, on the left here is the actual script that I've written, which runs as part of the workflow. So at the top, we're just setting a few basic envars to do with the circle branch, telling it what exactly the branch URL is going to look like, so that when we send that to BrowserStack, it knows exactly what it's looking for. We've got a few BrowserStack credentials, and then we also have our list of browsers that we send along to BrowserStack, just to let it know that these are the devices we want to hit and what browsers we want them to be using. You'll see that they're all pretty much mobile devices. That's because 90% of our web traffic at the moment is mobile. We are going to throw in some desktop ones eventually, but for now we're just keeping it nice and simple with the mobile devices. So, oh my goodness, the scroll is so weird. So here is the script that I've written. At the top, we've got a statement that if there isn't a branch URL, the script won't run. So if there isn't a branch to run off, this script will just fail straight away. And then we move into step 1, which is our first HTTP request, which is a post request, just telling the BrowserStack API, hey, we want you to generate some screenshots for us. Here's our list of browsers that we want you to hit. Go away and start creating those for us. So, all being well, that comes back and says, yep, we can do that for you. Here is your job ID. And the job ID is what we need for the next step, which is another HTTP request, but this one's just a simple GET request. We use the job ID here, and that will be polled every 3 seconds. If we try and poll it anymore, we tend to run into fetch errors, so we try to avoid that as much as we can. And every 3 seconds it will tell you the progress of the job, it will tell you what devices are waiting for, how many devices are waiting for screenshots to come back. Once all those devices have had screenshots generated for them, we get the images written to a temp folder, and then we download them into the temp folder that we have created as part of our Circle config. I can just scroll down to the job that we've built here. So this is our BrowserStack screenshots job. This is what it looks like in our Circle config. As you can see, we just create the temp screenshots folder and tell it that's where we want to store our artifacts. Okay. So, this is what it will look like when it's successful. So, I know the guy showed you before that we had 4 steps to our CircleCI build process. We've got an extra one just after the deploy branch step, which is the BrowserStack job. So that gets triggered straight away. And all being well, when everything comes back, we will get a list of images in our artifacts tab that we can click on and view and make sure that everything looks hunky-dory and nothing needs to get changed on our branch. And then when that looks fine, we can go ahead and manually confirm destroy on the branch, so that will complete the build process for us and turn everything green on GitHub. And this is what a successful screenshot looks like. This one, I think, is from an iPhone 5X running Safari. As you can see, we're getting all our data back, all the articles are there, all the images are present and correct, so we don't need to do any further work on this branch. We can go ahead and confirm destroy on it. Perfect. And yeah, I've actually written a detailed article about this on our Medium publication. It only went out just this week. Please be kind if you read it. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to throw them onto my Medium article. That's fine. I'll be happy to answer them for you. Thank you very much, guys.